All right, so let's do a player that I think is going to be on the way out. I mean, I did one who I think is going to break out, but this player, honestly, I'm going to give you a lot of reasons why he's on the way out. So George Odum, okay, he's been a pretty good special teams player. And I know some of you guys are saying, well, special teams is one of the worst in our areas last year. It is. But let's look at how we're doing this offseason. We mostly just signed some secondary guys who are good on special teams, right? Richie Grant, good special teams. Jason Panuck, good special teams player. We just drafted this one safety from Kansas State, Marquise Siegel, who's a good special teamers also. So it kind of gives you a question mark. What's his future like? Well, he did sign an extension last year for 2 years, but there's no sure thing he's going to be around, bro. So outside of special teams, what does George Odum offer to this team, bro? Honestly, nothing, dude. Like, he's a reserve safety. Like, if you wanted to replace Jair Brown, you're better off not playing George Odum out there, man. But honestly, he doesn't offer much. I mean, forget about the coverage, bro. He kind of messes up in coverage. He's not the kind of guy that can step in on defense, dude. He's more of a special teamer than nothing else. I just think that going into this upcoming season, you're going to have to do more than just being on the special teams. Being good on the special teams ain't going to keep you around this roster, bro. Maybe on our practice squad, maybe we could stash you on, but honestly, it's going to have to take a lot more than that. Because you brought in guys like Richie Grant and Jason Panuck. And then you even brought in another good special teamer in the secondary also, who does really well on special teams. I mean, we mostly got a lot of special team guys in the secondary and linebacker and all the other spots. So I don't think keeping George Odum is necessary. I mean, regardless of his extension, you just don't see anything else he brings to the table. I mean, you want to improve your unit, of course. But if you got a lot of young guys and you want to save some money, of course you want to go with the younger talent. And he can be expendable at this point. Maybe the previous year we wanted to keep George Odum, but I don't think you have to. I think we're putting more focus on special teams than we ever did. I think that's going to be the most important part. And he's already at the age of 30, man. He's like 32 or something. So he's not getting any younger. And you got a lot of guys that are going into this season, bro. There's going to be times he's going to have to step in. And he's proven that he can't do that. So I just believe his time is up. I believe George Odum is going to be gone, bro. Whatever team picks him up, they're probably going to expect him just to be more of a special teamer. But honestly, this wouldn't be a shocker if he gets cut. I mean, it seems like a numbers game. Because you're going to need to be more than a special teamer. You're going to have to step in and play defense. And there may be times you might have to play some games. And throughout his tenure with the Niners, he hasn't done anything on defense that makes you feel confident about him. So I just think his time is up. I just think cutting him would probably save us some money also because his contract isn't that big. I think when you look at the younger guys, you got Marquise Siegel, who's younger and cheaper. And then you got some other veterans who are probably going to do more than just special teams. They're going to step in. Jason Panuck is a good special teamer also. He's versatile. He can play on the defense. I wouldn't sleep on this kid. Richie Grant, he can play well on special teams. And he can step in on defense. So it wouldn't be a shocker. Those two guys that I mentioned that play safety, they can do more. And then you look at a guy like Trey Brown, who's a cornerback. He can do special teams too, but he's probably going to play more on defense. So it's going to be a numbers game. So I think Odum's on the way out.